Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, January 2022, holy shit, we've made it here. Time for predictions. We are gonna dive into this. At the point of recording it, it is January 3rd already. Of course, I always hope to have this up and out either before January, before the month, or at least on the first, the first of whatever month I'm putting these out. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Let me be frank for a moment. Let me just have a human moment with y'all here real quick. As y'all, most of you at least already know, this past Christmas season was the first Christmas season that I had without my daddy, since he died last year. And I'm gonna be honest that, we tried our best. We wanted to, just keep going as usual, and I tried my best to be in good spirits and try to be Christmassy and, all the things. But if I'm being honest, this was the worst Christmas I've ever had. And because of that, it was really awkward. And I spent a lot of time pretending I was okay and trying to convince myself I was. And it was a really shitty time. And so, what do emotions do? They kind of catch up with you, wrap y'all up, and kind of bring you down with them. And I'll be honest and say that all of my mental health issues went into major deep dive mode around Christmas and this whole holiday season, and I did really good to try to keep my head above water. But when it hit and I got sucked under hard. And for any of you out there, just again to have a human moment, for any of you out there that happen to suffer from some of the same things that I do, namely for me, it's anxiety, depression, trichotillomania, and OCD. And maybe some of you can identify with the fact that when you're in one of those really dark headspaces, you start to get kind of catastrophic in your thinking, like, I'm gonna quit this job, I'm gonna break up with this person in this relationship, I'm gonna XYZ, and you start thinking of these kind of irrational permanent things. And in my mind, I was like, why do I even bother trying to do YouTube anymore? I really like doing private sessions for people. That's so rewarding, but YouTube isn't rewarding for me anymore. I put a lot of time, energy, and effort into videos just to get about 500 people to look at it and make maybe $15 off of it. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I think I'm gonna have to quit the YouTube part. And I had a moment where that was a real thing for me, if I'm being honest. And then I told myself, this is something that I've come up with myself. I'm sorry that I'm pontificating at the beginning of this video. Y'all please give me this moment. Just give me this time. If you care about me at all, just give me this time. And I told myself, I make deals with myself. When I'm in those moments, sometimes the only way that I can get out of it, or have any hope of not doing some of the permanent things that I might think about, is I tell myself, if you want to make that permanent life-changing decision, whatever it is, if it's quitting this, breaking up with that, doing this, doing that, if you want to make some permanent decision, whatever it is, you are allowed to do that. But just hold off on making that decision until you feel better. And when you feel better, then you can make that decision if you still want to. And how does it go? For me, almost every time when I start feeling better, suddenly those decisions that I was swearing I was going to make, I don't really feel like making them anymore. And so here I am, sitting here late, but I showed up. I showed up late. But I showed up here ready to do the January 2022 predictions video. So obviously I decided against just skipping out on YouTube and getting rid of it and all that kind of stuff. I still have some concerns about whether or not it's really worth it in terms of, you know, my time and energy and focus. I'm sitting here looking to get another job. Since I had to, y'all know, I had to quit my job last year when Daddy got sick, and now that I helped take care of all of that and he's passed on now and some time has gone by, I'm ready to get back into the workforce with another job. And so I don't know what's gonna happen with the channel. I at this point am hoping to maintain it through the year. I really am, but I don't know how it's gonna go, okay? I don't know how the year's gonna go. I don't know how my mental health's gonna go. I don't know how my future jobs are gonna go. So we're just gonna all play this by ear, and I'm just having a human moment with y'all. I'm being real, I'm being raw, like I like to do. And so if any of y'all had a rough Christmas, my heart goes out to you. I feel you. I'm sorry that you were in this too. Anybody else have hard times around Christmas because of the loss of loved ones, I feel ya, I really do. And for anybody else that feels like making those really hard permanent decisions when they're in a dark place, maybe it will help you to do what I do with saying you are allowed to make those decisions. You absolutely can if you want to. You get to run the show in your life, but how about wait until you feel better to see, just in case, if you still want to make that decision or not. So I just want to spread that on to all of y'all, just letting y'all know. And we'll go ahead and get into the intro of all this. Sorry for taking this time in the intro. I know it's annoying for anybody that wants to put in there, reading starts at, 10 minutes and whatever it ends up being. Go ahead, put it in there below. I understand some people want to skip this. It's just that I needed to say it and I needed to get it off my chest. And I was hoping that at least 5, 10, 15 people out there would hear it. So thank you for those of you who didn't skip past it. I really do appreciate that, as that's an act of love right there, and I thank you for it. Alrighty, big size. So let's go ahead and get into this. I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and in these videos we take a look at the tea with the tarot. These videos are always meant to be helpful, not hateful, so if you're down with that, join the family here. We'd love to have you. And in addition to subscribing and clicking that notification bell, you can become a member of the Perk Squad for 5 extra perks, including exclusive videos. Perk Squad always gets a second video for these monthly predictions and other things as well. Exclusive videos, weekly forecasts, and shout outs like this one. Shout out to you, Nicole Jarrett. Shout out to you. Thank you for being a part of the Perk Squad. We love having you, Nicole. So thank you, Nicole Jarrett. Shout out to you. So alrighty, y'all. Without further ado, let's move this microphone, right here. And let's get these cards and shuffle up. And of course, this is all alleged, just my interpretation. All alleged, just my interpretation. Alrighty, so let's dig in here for these monthly readings. Of course, they are worldwide. Ooh, let me go ahead and take this. They are worldwide. They are international readings, so that I can be as inclusive as possible to all countries. Don't worry, this is going to clear up soon when I get more down. And we're going to go over categories like politics and the economy and wellness and whatever else we should know. So let's go ahead and look into politics. Politics in January 2021. Fuck me, we already have 2 insane cards. Oh, damn. Politics 2020. Wait, politics January 2022. Politics January 2022. Let me get used to that. Let me try to get used to saying that so we can dig right on into that. Holy cow. Okay, this is a lot. So this is all alleged. just my interpretation, okay, y'all? All alleged, just my interpretation. So, I do want a context card on here. We need a little bit of context. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Oh, okay. Oh. What about there? Okay, y'all. Shit show. Alright, so politics 2022. What I am seeing here. And for whatever reason, this top row does kind of feel like it's potential to be United States. Could be something else, could be somewhere else, but kind of has that feel in it right now. What I'm looking at here with the Judgment card in reverse, this is not a good start, because this is saying that something politically is not going on the right path. Something politically has gone off the beaten path in a bad way, like a train going off the rails. So this is not what we were wanting to see here. The Devil card upright is pretty self-explanatory. We don't want to see that card. That's some extreme energy, toxic energy, very polarized type of energy here, and we get the Wheel of Fortune on top of it as a context card, and that means whatever has been kind of put in motion per se is going. It's going. So whatever got off the tracks here politically, this is kind of saying there's not really right now a course correct coming for this. I'm not seeing a course correct. This looks like whatever direction it went, we are past the point of no return with that direction. I don't want that to sound fatalistic. I don't want that to sound like, oh, that means the next, however many years of President Biden's presidency is going to be bad, or it means, oh, from here on out, politics will always be horrible, because I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there's something that got off the rails here, and I see whatever, it's either gotten off the rails or it's about to get off the rails. Let me clarify. This is a January predictions reading, so it could be something that has already gotten off the rails and it's not going to get any better. We're going strong and hard with that direction, or it's about to get oh God, how, Lord help me, country is hell, about to get off the rails, and then it will be, home free from there, off in its own direction. Whatever this is not the fault of one person. This is not like, oh, if it weren't for so-and-so, this wouldn't have happened or whatever. No, this is the fault of a breakdown of many people here. Many people could have said something, done something, noticed something, intervened in some sort of way, and they will not have done so. And so this is allowed to go off in the direction that it goes because of that. So that's one aspect to January, politically speaking, that could turn itself into a shit show, as we were just saying there. In this bottom row over here, and this could be unrelated, not sure yet, but what I'm seeing here, the Empress card here is kind of denoting somebody that is a pretty powerful person, most likely a female energy here, because it is the Empress card, most likely a female energy here, pretty powerful person, that it's kind of like, all right, something's got to give. Something's not going well with this individual, and they are either distancing themselves from something, separating themselves from it, trying to find an exit point, or trying to find what else is it that they can do, because they're not really into what they're doing right now. You can tell that their heart's not in it anymore, or there's something that feels like an extra struggle about it now that seems harder than it was before. Some kind of way is like, out I don't know. It's just not the same anymore. It's just not the same. I don't see the same level of fervor, of commitment, of ambition. I see some sort of like, okay, you know, I'm burning out. This is, I'm starting to feel done. And I don't know if this is going to show to the public just yet in January, but this is starting in January. This is being seeded in January. Whether this shows up to the public or not, this is in the beginning stages coming out in January. It looks like later on we will see more of this be revealed. So when we have the Three of Wands, that can either mean by month 3 or 3 months from then. So this would be either March or April, probably, that we would start to really understand what might be going on down here. That it might be like, wow, okay, yeah, I see how that went, how that started there, and now we're here. I see that kind of flowing through. We might have a clearer picture later, you know, looking retroactively from the future to the past. You know, hindsight's 2020. I hate to say anything about the word 2020 anymore, even if we're talking vision and not the year. But oh God, I hope that whole thing, hindsight is 2020. I hope there's not a weird thing that kind of means, like that the spirit guides had me say that for some double entendre that we're not aware of at this moment. I don't know. I hope I didn't step into something like that. I might have stepped in a pile of steaming shit on that. We'll have to see as the weeks go by now, won't we? But with this Fool card, again, that idea of feeling like I want to jump ship, I want to jump for it, I want to go for it and make the plunge. So whoever this female is, there's some big plunge that she's considering making. Whether that's a big plunge to get into something or a big plunge to get out of something. But there's a big decision that she's thinking on getting seated in January. We may know about it in January, or it may take up to 3 additional months for us to really understand what we're looking at there. But very, very interesting here politically. Any other things that we can know right now in the political sphere before we dive into some other categories? Any other little thing here that maybe we can kind of know? Ooh, one at a time. Oh. Dude, female energy out the fucking yin yang. You know, feminine energy here with the Queen of Cups, feminine energy here with the Strength card, feminine energy here with the Queen of Pentacles. What is with these ladies? What is with these ladies in politics? Oh, and now we have Wands like crazy. Ace of Wands and Seven of Wands. Ooh, there's something in January that's like screams like female power or something. I don't know. Like, very interesting. It's weird because when I say female power, let me sit cross-legged up in this chair. I can't sit like a normal person. I gotta sit like this. When I say female power, it doesn't necessarily mean, oh, look, we're all doing really, really well here. Because with this Seven of Wands, look, this person's trying to stand their ground against all these other wands. So it could be a, like, her against the world kind of a thing. So this may not mean having maximum support or being, you know, in the limelight for all the best reasons. It may not be, but what I'm seeing here is multiple women that are connected to politics in January 2020 really being elevated, you know, in a big way where we're all looking at them. They're on the hot hot seat. We are staring them down, and there's something big going on with them. There's some new starts that we see trying to go underway. There's some standing our ground that we see going our way. I'm feeling people kind of push to be seen, push to be heard, try to get what they want out there. I see them feeling like they have to kind of fight back some kind of way. So I do feel like they have some opposition here with whatever it is they're trying to advance or put out there politically. I do see some opposition. And I see that there are, again, since the Strength card was in reverse, some weaknesses there. There are some weaknesses there. It's showing the women being in the upright position, but it shows what they're endeavoring to do to have some weaknesses there. So it's like, yeah, you might be good people with good ideas, but you are really trying to push it, and you are trying to push hard, and people are going to fight you on it, and you're going to be in the hot seat for everyone to see. And I don't know how well that'll go for them. It looks like they would get somewhere. We wouldn't get the Ace of Wands and Seven of Wands both upright if they're not getting somewhere. So I'm seeing some advancement here. I'm seeing some wins, if you'll say it that way. But not without opposition. Hard-won things here. Hard-won things. So this is Ladies Month. For whatever reason, in January 2022, this is hard to say for me. I don't know why. 2022, January, for women in politics, for some reason, there's a big thing with that. So it'll be interesting to find out who these individuals are later on in the month. I am intrigued because this is the first time I've seen something like this. I'm intrigued. Let's pull this up and look at one of our other categories since we've been going on a while. Here, let's pull this up and look in some of our other categories. Let's shuffle these up here. Shuffle these up. Alrighty, shuffle these up. So let's see. The next category here is economy, and economy includes the economy and also finance stuff, career stuff, like just all of that tied together. So let's see here. January 2022. I hope I'm saying the right year. If I get it mixed up, just know what I mean. You know where we are. This is hard to keep track of. So let's look here in the economy. Let's look here. Let's see. Alrighty, so what context would I like to have? I might actually lay off on the context right now because there's some things over here screaming at me. So, in terms of economy, I will say this looks a lot less scary than I was anticipating. So I'm actually happy with that. That this is not as scary as what I imagine some people have projected doomsday scenarios that they're, that we're in them and they're coming up and all this kind of whatever. But there's some hope here. There's some hope here economically. I see that there's something here that happens in January 2022 that kind of brings faith and hope to people in such a way that they feel like they're able to start investing back into the economy. That whether it's having more jobs and they feel like, okay, now I feel like I'm employed and I want to invest into the economy, or whether it feels like, new year, new me, it's going to be a good new year, it's got to be better than it was last year, and so let's get into it. I feel more hope. I feel better about it. Whatever it is, there's something here coming people's way that kind of gives them some semblance of hopefulness or excitement or ambition about the year in such a way that it makes them want to try to invest in in their year, in their lives, which means that it would be investing in the economy some sort of a way. So I am seeing something working out well in that manner. This is like some fresh starts. This is like, okay, we're starting to see some stuff come in. And this also over here is kind of giving me that idea of, you know, how people are saying the supply chain stuff is fucked up because of COVID and some other things, and it's, you know, causing some problems. I'm seeing some of that smooth out a little bit in January. That kind of helps free up the flow some, and that would help stimulate things economically or financially. So that's good. I see some new ideas coming forward. Again, very similar to that Ace of Wands cards that we were seeing over there. People kind of spearheading some new ideas and new paths forward. People kind of getting ambitious and kind of sticking their toes in the water there, as you can see, to dabble in some new things that could stimulate the economy or help things financially. So and this card here is a success card. So I will say that although we are not in an ideal spot with the economy and finances, and so I don't think I'm going to take this to mean the ideal. I don't see the Sun card here, for example. But what I will say is it does feel like there's enough of a little bit of a lift, a little bit of a boost to try to carry us in a decent direction in January. So at least not in January, not from these cards, not seeing some worst case scenario type of things economically and financially. I'm seeing us probably maintain the difficulties that we have going. That Knight of Swords usually is a bit of a frenetic energy, so I don't, again, see this as being ideal, but it's workable. There's some doable stuff. There's some reason to have some hope. So I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see that. All right, well, we will take it where we can get it, will we not? I will. I'll take it wherever the fuck I can get it at this point. So let's see here. Wellness. Let's look into wellness, which includes health and love and spirituality and all of this kind of stuff. So let's look at that. So health and wellness and love and spirituality and all that can get wrapped up into that category. Let's see what we are looking at here. Okay. For January 2022. Almost said it wrong again. I swear. It's going to take me some time to learn that one. Every year I have tongue tie moments at the beginning trying to get on that. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I don't necessarily know that I would have lumped travel into health and wellness and love and spirituality, but it looks like it's linked here because I am seeing some travel type of cards coming up over here. And these are positive cards, travel cards in a positive direction. So, whereas we may have seen recently some difficulties with travel, which I do believe I saw that in my previous predictions that would come up, and it did. Now I'm seeing that kind of gate be lifted a little bit. So whether that means restrictions lifted or whether that means weather-related events passing by and smoothing out so that flights can go back into motion, or whether that means that some sort of job and career related stuff, whether it's related to the poke or anything else, maybe those things are kind of smoothing themselves out and people are figuring out how to move forward with that. Either way, whatever the reason is that's kind of allowing the floodgates to reopen back up, I'm seeing travel open back up in January. So far, even if we've had a shit show politically, it looks like politics in January 2022 globally are gonna be a total fucking mess. Outside of that, we're at least seeing some other pockets of hopefulness and good things. So I like the sound of that. You know, we'll take the good with the bad. We'll take that. So I'm seeing some new things in that direction, which are really good. There's some other things that I'm seeing here in the first 4, I guess I could say, that are looking really good as well. And this does feel like it is COVID related. We talk about it almost every month, but it's because we're still going through it almost every month. And this is kind of looking positive as well, I've got to say. They're showing here a resilience. And so it looks like with the stuff that's coming our way with COVID, that we have a major resilience and that there are things worth celebrating over. And when they're saying things worth celebrating over, they're giving us the 3 of Cups as if it's a trifecta of something, which makes me feel like there's things we're celebrating because we have, you know, pokes that have been helping a lot of people, and that we have, you know, people developing really great immunity after recovering from having the illness. And so that's looking good. And then, looking good for a third reason, whatever that may be, whether it's something that's kind of piggybacking off of the first 2 things that we mentioned, or whether it's something else that I don't yet know about, because, you know, this is a predictions video. It could be something that's highlighted more as we move further in the month, but it looks like a nice trifecta of things. Maybe new treatments are coming down the pipeline that really start to kind of get out there in January, so that when people are currently infected with the COVID, that they have better access to treatments to help them. Or the third option could be having better access to affordable or free testing or something like that. I don't know exactly what this trifecta is, but it could be any number of those or other things that seem to be really helping and kind of coming down the pipeline in January. It looks like there's a real push to get those things in motion in January. It might take some time for it to really dig in, so we might not see the fruits of that labor until the end of the month, or we may not even see the fruits of that labor until February, because of all the work that was done in January. This card is a little bit of a waiting card, but I do see that here, the outcome being positive, and I see that here. So that's good. Travel related stuff and actual health related stuff weaving into this global issue. I see some points of hope, points of faith to have that this is, you know, on a good upswing here. Not that it isn't dangerous currently, not that it isn't still present and still, you know, widespread whatever, but I'm seeing pockets of light in this. And again, I don't want to filter the positives. We have so many readings that are so negative all the time, and we're all the time saying, can we have something positive? Can we have something positive? Can we have something positive? So if we see something positive here, you know, I think we should honor that, right? We should notice it. We shouldn't filter it. We should breathe it in and take it for what it fucking is. Because that's nice to see. That's nice to have. So, okay. Let's see. In terms of what we'll do next, we do usually do a Perk Squad extended video, which is like, what else do we need to know? You know, anything with weather, anything with celebrities, anything with current events, anything else that we need to know. So I will do a Perk Squad extended video on that. Of course, if you'd like a private reading with me, in the description box below, BeasTalksAndTarot.com, you can schedule a private reading with me or a private Reiki energy healing session with me. So check that out in the description box. And thank you for bearing with me. If you listened to the introduction, then thank you for having a heart and taking the time to do that for me today. I really needed to get that out, and it really means a lot for people to give me that little bit of space to hear me out on that. Sorry again that this is coming at you late, And so, Perk Squad, I'm coming at you with your extended video. If you want to join the Perk Squad, then the blue join button below or the link in the description box you can copy and paste into your web browser. And so, coming at you with that. And I have other videos coming up that are planned. So stay tuned for those other videos as well. Don't be a stranger. Come back and see me and Penelope here in our matching reds. And I will talk at you later. Bye, y'all. Bodie, you're helping Daddy wrap presents. I don't think you're helpful at all, son. I don't think this is at all what Daddy needs as he's trying. Especially since this is an awkward package. He's going to do the top part and then he's going to fold the bottom part under. Oh, son. Made some gooey squares for Christmas and tried to decorate them. Tried to do the whole Christmassy thing. They came out cute and they tasted good.
Brother Lee Van Cleef.
Where is he?
Lee Van Cleef.
With your blinky lights.
Lee Van
Christmas presents for the babies. Even for squirmits.
She's the one first in line.
Rosie, you're first in line. Do you want that for Christmas? She's like, I don't know what to do with it. I don't know. She's trying to figure it out. She can't figure it out. Izzy, do you want to get the... Oh, Bodie. Okay, Bodie, swiper, stop swiping. Yeah. Scoot's in the bedroom. Well, Rosie got a bone. Izzy doesn't even usually play with toys. That's why we got bones. But then Bodie swiped a bone, and then now Rosie swiped a bone.
Yeah. So I guess
Scooter! Bodie! Scoot! Yeah, squeak. Squeaking him will do it. Yep. Yep, squeaking him will do it. Oh my goodness.
Which one do you like?
Rosie's just excited that everybody's excited. She doesn't even know what's going on. She's just excited. Yeah, see, Rosie's just thinking it's all a game. She doesn't understand it's Christmas. She brought an old toy in. Well, that's okay. That's fine. Scoot, did you want the beaver? Oh, Scoot was thinking about the unicorn. You don't even know what to do. There's too many options. Oh. Uh-oh, it fell down with Scram and it's tainted. We have to save it, Daddy. He's excited, but he just doesn't know what to do. Scoot!
Buddy gets the blue one.
There it goes. Oh, you're just figuring out how to carry it. It's so big. It's okay, you can try it. He's figuring it out. Yeah, you're figuring it out. Yeah. Oh, you gotta lick yourself. You like the beaver tail? Yeah, and you like a unicorn? You chewing a bone and an old toy? Oh, Scoot's like, I might swipe this bone from Rosie.
Yeah.
Oh, you stole a bone from Rosie. Okay. Okay. Oh.
Oh, he dropped it.
Chaos and pandemonium. I'm not gonna pick it up for you. You've got 2 sets of keys. Uh-oh. Oh, Rosie swiped it back. Now what are we gonna do? Oh, we're catching games on this. We're catching some bullshit games on this. Some puppy fuckery. Don't look at me. You let it drop and that happened. He's like, no, but now I want this. You're not gonna... You...
He slapped it.
You are not slapping it right out of her face. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he run.
Y'all... That was a bastard move if there ever was one. Poor Rosie. Poor Rosie. Didn't he already take the other bone in there? Didn't he grab it and run it into the bedroom? Did you see his face just then? And run it into the bedroom?
Like I have permission to take both.
Now Bodie's got both bones. Poor Rosie.
Yeah.
Rosie. Rosie, do you want to play with the beaver? She doesn't know what she wants. She's too overstimulated. And what do you want to do?
She's looking at somewhere else right here.
She's probably trying to find the damn bones that got stolen. No, quit hiding bones and coming back in here for other things.
You gotta hide that one too.
Are you going to take that one in the bedroom and hide
Take
it?
everything. Run.
If you do that, that'll be the ultimate rude.
Cody, take everything.
Oh, we got war. This Christmas is a war. I can't keep filming. This is going to be the longest B-roll ever. We're already over 4 minutes. I gotta get out of here. Crazies.